So now we can see the example together. Well, this example is included in Simware. You have the full source code here. We can open it. It's a solution in this case. Of course, you can compile it, etc. And here we have everything we need. We have the panels, we have the simulation modules, we have the data model. All the source code of it is here. Also, this is interesting. In this example, we also have a tool made by hand because, well, I'm not entering into detail, but the idea is that we can use the same infrastructure, the same Simware sim library with the same data model to build our own tool. And in this case, we are building a very simple tool for seeing the circles, squares, and triangles moving. This tool, well, you have the source code here, and has been created using Qt. Qt is included in the installation. So here, for example, we can open that with Qt and modify it. If you are using our source file that we saw at the beginning, we guarantee that we can compile all these dependencies, all the dependencies that we use, all the dependencies of Qt, etc. Well, we have here the Qt representation. So now let's see step by step the example running. So first thing first, okay, we can go here, we can go to the example. Okay, Simware core. Oh, sorry. Well, I can launch it for the command line or directly for the run for the screen. Well, first we check that everything is closed in the before. So now we can launch it step by step. First thing, we are launching the DDS infrastructure underneath. So now we are launching ACS. First thing. Well, the order is not important. We can launch. We are going to launch on ACS and scheduler and SimEngine and this tool I mentioned. But the order is not important because we are dealing with distributed simulation with DDS. So in this case, we are launching ACS before, but could be the other way around. Well, we launch ACS, and ACS doesn't know a thing about what is the simulation about. It's empty. It's waiting for the scheduler to start, read the information, and send the information about what is the simulation about. So now we are launching SimEngine. The same. SimEngine has started, and now it's waiting for the scheduler to say, okay, you, SimEngine, are responsible of using that and that and that module. So now we are launching a scheduler. Scheduler is reading the file, and voila, is sending the information to SimEngine and to ACS. So now SimEngine knows that it has to load circles, squares, triangles. And now the circles, squares, and triangles has loaded into memory and are ready to be controlled. And on the other hand, ACS knows that we are dealing with circles, squares, and triangles, and has these beautiful initial condition panels that are the output of GPW. Okay, now we can launch this tool that we made by hand. It's just for seeing the things moving. We can subscribe to things and see them moving here. And this is it. So now we can start the simulation. First, we have some warm-up cycles for putting the modules in the start position. And we execute. And we can say, okay, we are going to create a square. Okay, so we have here the values we put into GPW, default value, range, and we can say, okay, let's create a new square and just add it. Or we can delete it. And we can say, okay, now we are going to create a new circle. We add it. And this circle is able to create a square. We add it here. And now, for example, we can say, okay, we are going to modify that color we have here. Color 5. The color change. We are going to modify the size. And we are saying, okay, we are out of the range. Oops. It's not able to change the value because it's out of the range. Now, for example, we can go back to this square and we can control the square that has been created here and say, okay, the size will be much bigger. So this is the result. So this finishes the tutorial about the use of Simware. Now I'm going to close everything. Thank you very much for your attendance to this tutorial.